My name is Debmitra Das. My company is Wahl Corporation. I have the job title of Corporate Program Manager. We are about more than 100 years old, and we are the inventor of the vibratory clippers that we came up with. And of course, we deal in clippers and personal grooming tools. It's a global company. We have a lot of different factories all over the world and subsidiaries all over the world. So I think a lot changed with COVID that, it happened to everybody. So people went remote and it was very challenging to interact and keep in track and all of that. So I think that's how the conversation kind of started. Before that, we could collaborate in person and all of that. So, project management was not that prevalent. But yeah, with COVID times, all those conversations started that, we need to do something so we can interact better and track the task and all of that. And that's how we started with OnePlan. So that was one of the challenges out of many, yeah. So one of the challenges, like I mentioned, it's a global company, so we have a lot of initiatives that happens, right? So the way we manage is each subsidiary is having their own priorities and projects that they were doing, in their own regions. But the leadership, like our headquarters is in Sterling, Illinois, and they didn't have a lot of visibility, like our, senior leadership of what's really going on and what are the focuses and all of that. So I think bringing that visibility with OnePlan has really helped. Now, the prioritization of, okay, these are the strategic projects we want to work on and things like that. So I think that has really, like OnePlan has really helped us build that. So honestly, I mean, we did look at some of the solutions, when we felt that we have a need of project management. But I think the integration with the Microsoft OnePlan was kind of the winner. Like we didn't hunt too much into the other products, and we started using Teams quite a bit. So we wanted a solution that works really well, with that. And of course, we had leadership as well, and they were in favor of OnePlan. I mean, it's a one-stop shop for us for project management, right? So I think in terms of visionary, especially with this, boot camp and today, I mean, there's a lot that's going on that I wasn't even aware. But to name some, they're going with the trend, having Sophia do a lot of the things and the whole configuration piece and the roadmap updates and all of that. I think those are the things which are very visionary. Probably as a customer, we didn't even think about we needed it, but when we look at it, it's like, oh yeah, that's a great feature to have. So I think, yeah, they're doing a great job. So we have a great relationship. When we started doing OnePlan, I was the one who got trained into it and was facilitating the whole conversation along with some other leadership team members. They have encouraged me that, hey, you need to learn more about project management piece and go get your PMP done and all of that. So I think from my personal standpoint, the team, they've helped me big time. Also, the whole architecture, they really took the time to understand how our organization function. I mean, it's a family-owned, 100 plus years old company, so they took the time of, okay, what is needed so that it's not too much and not too overwhelming for us. So they guided us quite a bit, in like the architecture part and guiding us, okay, how could we manage our strategic projects and non-strategic projects and things like that. So they have been there throughout it, and I always say they're mentors. I always look up to them for any kind of guidance. I mean, they have spent substantial time even spending with the teams and how to do a project management and hand holding almost. So yeah, I mean, from that standpoint, I think they have been great. I just love working with them. Visibility was a big part that came into play. People are more aware. They understand the need of it. They are acknowledging that, yep, it's helping with visibility and it's keeping the team on track, and the business cases, like we didn't have the concept of scoping a project and coming up with business plans and doing work plans and all of that. So I think from that standpoint, it's helping quite a bit. A year ago, our CIO came on board, and she had motivated at least the IT department, like, hey, we're doing this IT portfolio. And with that, like, we have saved thousands of dollars on our cybersecurity insurance. I think that was a big drive that we did last year. We have the goals to do this year, like millions of dollars of savings. So I think, yeah, it's, with the conditions people are going through, we do see a lot of benefit of doing it. I think it's an overall thing. I don't think it's just a one thing. But like I said, we used to have a lot of scope creep because we never defined, like, hey, when does the project stop, or what's the scope of this, right? I think the tool kind of forces you to think from that perspective, because now you have a, farm, you have business cases, and it's a more methodical way of thinking. So I think, like, I have had so many times when I say, like, hey, we got to talk about scope, and we have to talk about what's out of scope, and after they did that, they kind of like appreciate it a lot, like, okay, yep, that makes sense, and they get it, like, why we are doing it. I would say just go for it. I mean, it's a very user friendly. I think it's very intuitive. It helps you. It changes your perspective. I think it helps you think from different aspects. The collaboration gets so much easier, gives you a lot of flexibility, and efficiency, right, to manage your projects better. I don't think, it's just one thing, but I would say that, if we continue this journey and we are able to engage more teams and more people start using it, and it percolates to the globe, I think that would be a huge success. I mean, I see the benefit of, that's the vision and that's the way to go. So yeah, I'm excited about this journey. Don't change. I think you have a great team, and the opportunity of interacting with everybody. I do see the, why OnePlan is so great.